An open house can be a 2-hour waste of your weekend, or it can be treated as a huge opportunity that you can leverage to get buyers and sellers from. Now, which decision you choose is up to you because it depends on how you market it. Now, if you are on this video, then you likely want to use it as the opportunity that it is. So we're going to be diving into how to market your open house. If we have not met already, then hello, my name is Carys. I'm a real estate broker, content creator, and entrepreneur. And if you enjoy this video, then make sure you subscribe, join the family, because I have a lot more content like this. Now, I'm going to be splitting this video into 3. It's going to be in-person marketing techniques, online marketing techniques, and then we have the extra section. Now, this is not bonus. This is like if you want to be extra like me and do things over the top, this is going to be your section. But if you want to know how to market your open house to get all the people coming to it, then just keep on watching. Before we dive in, if you want access to my full open house kit, I'm talking scripts, checklists, preparation, follow-up, all of that good stuff, then let me know in the comments below and I'll give you the link. All right, let's get into it. Now, in this first section, we're going to be talking about in-person marketing. We're starting with flyers. Now, you are not just going to go and print these flyers out and drop them around at people's houses. You are trying to have intentional conversations with these homeowners surrounding your open house. So what you're going to do is set aside 30 minutes before your open house starts and have it as a neighbor exclusive. You are giving them something special and different than what the general public is getting. It also gives you a more enticing way to invite them to come to the open house. So yes, you're going to take your flyers. Yes, you're going to be inviting them to the open house, but you're going to be wanting them to come to the neighborhood exclusive and get that sneak peek before other people do. Now, on this flyer, you're going to have a QR code. 2 places ideally you'd want this QR code to go. Number 1 being to more information about the listing, of course, or a video about it. Number 2 is saying on the flyer, scan this to get the value of your home. Or use something like Linktree and have both. Now, it is statistically proven that when somebody lists their house for sale, one of the neighbors will also list within that first 6 months because they see their friend doing it as well. So they start listing their house. So get ahead of it, leverage the current open house, try and get the other owners to start that conversation about potentially selling their house. Other places you can drop your flyers to are local businesses. See if they'd be open to you leaving your flyer in their store, their dry cleaners, their restaurant. If they'd be open to that. Now, of course, this is why I always preach to have partnerships with local businesses, so it's a lot easier to have them be okay with that. But hey, you don't ask, you don't get. Then also think about grocery stores. Going to the local grocery stores, a lot of them have bulletin boards. Now, yes, a lot of people just walk past them, but you can put your open house flyer on there and see if it can attract some people to come to your open house. I also noticed that they have some bulletin boards in restaurants as well. So I've seen them at Chinese places before and Panera Breads. So hey, if they've got them, get your flyer and put it up there. Next, if your open house is in a community that has amenities, that has a clubhouse, I want you to go in there and see if there's some sort of bulletin board or someone you can talk to about where you'd be able to place your flyers that would be acceptable. Also, if you're in there and you see people, invite them. I've dealt with communities in the past that did weekly newsletters to all their residents, and they would let you put your open house within the newsletter to all the people in the community. So once again, you don't ask, you don't get. Next, in-person marketing for your open house are directional signs. I mean, you know, the more signs you have out, the better. Also, you want to highlight your actual open house. So have a sign at the front, have a flag, have something that draws attention for all the people driving past. Next is marketing groups. Now we have something called Marketing Madness in our state. You may have something similar where you are, but it's basically where people in the real estate industry sit and they go over updates, what's going on in the market, and they have time where they can speak about a current listing or potentially your open house. So leverage groups like this to get the word out to as many people as possible, but also as many realtors as possible, so they can hear about your listing and your open house and try to bring people to it. Now, the last thing I want to talk about with in-person marketing is being open to hosting with a mortgage lender. Now, I think it's great to have somebody at an open house with you anyway for safety. However, another great reason is you can cross promote. So whenever you're doing all this door knocking and handing out flyers and talking to people, if you get to do it with somebody else, it makes it a little bit more fun, and you can tap into each other's networks and ideas. Next section, let's talk online. Now, first of all, you're gonna do your organic posting. This is gonna be on your Facebook page, it's gonna be on your regular Facebook, it's gonna be on your Instagram, it's gonna be on your LinkedIn, it's gonna be on your TikTok. Put it on your YouTube channel if you have one. Post it everywhere, organically. Within this organic posting, I recommend 2 different ways: pictures and details, as well as video. So going and walking through, taking your video, posting it on those platforms as well. So doing both of those. So that's organic, but now you also have the option of paid ads. Same thing, you can do it in 2 different ways. You can do picture with details, or you can do a video. And if you have a little bit of budget to play with, test out both and see which works best. But you want to be doing the ads, ideally prepping the campaign a week before, because usually it can take about a day to have ads approved, and then you've got basically the week running up to your open house for it to be out there and getting attraction. Next online way to market your open house is groups. This could be real estate specific groups for open houses, for investors. It could be relocation groups if it's something that would fit that match, or it could be even just regular Facebook groups that are local. Something you can also do is ask the owner if there is a neighborhood specific Facebook group, because a lot of communities have them, and see if they'd be open to posting their open house in the group, since you probably will not be allowed to be in there, but they can. Something else you can also do is post it on Marketplace. People are always checking there. And then we're going to talk about email blasts. So whichever list you have within your CRM that is relevant, send out your open house details. Now, this is why I love a good themed open house, because people are more likely to come if it's something different, something they can benefit from, than just a plain old open house. Another online marketing thing you can do is live stream at the listing the day before. Whether you're streaming on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, but show people a little sneak peek into the house, and once again, inviting them to attend. The last point in the online section is to contact the surrounding area, whether it be through phone call or through text. So you can get a list of data of all of the homeowners around in the area, and you can contact them and send them an invitation to the open house. Personally, I recommend texting. People are much more likely in today's day and age to answer a text than they are a phone call, but it's up to you. Okay, we're into the extra section. So whether it's a luxury listing, you want to spend a little more time, a little more money, or you just want to be extra, because why not? Then you're gonna wanna do some of these things. So first extra thing you can do is hire a food truck to attend your open house. So one, this is a great way for you to tie it into the marketing, but remember, you can also see if you can split the cost with somebody you are co-marketing with, whether it is a vendor partner or whether it is a local business as well. But tie it into all of your marketing. You can create a Facebook event, you could go all out if you want to. If that's maybe a little bit too lavish, then maybe you can just do a giveaway at your open house. Get some gift cards, maybe have your local businesses prep a basket or some sort of service they could give away, a product or anything like that. So figure out how you can create some sort of giveaway at the open house, and they must attend to enter. Speaking of partners, another great one I love is to partner with an animal shelter. So figuring out if there is some sort of adoption event that you can tie into with your open house. Obviously, it's gonna have to be the correct property and how you're able to do this, but I've seen it be very successful before, and who wouldn't want to go and be around dogs and animals at an open house that probably has free food, free drinks, and puppies? Come on. Then the last one here in the extra section takes a little bit more time, but not really as much money, and that is to do a neighborhood tour. So you're gonna find other agents who have listings in that neighborhood, and you're gonna see if they're open to doing a tour. So what you'll do is have maybe 6 to 8 open houses within that specific community, and you're going to have them on a tour schedule throughout the day. So there's 2 different ways that you can do this. Number 1 is you could have an actual tour path where they start at this house, they get a drink, then they go to the second house and they get an appetizer, then they go to the next house and they get something else to eat, and they kind of have it as like an actual tour journey that you go through. It takes scheduling, but it can be done if it's organized well. Option number 2 is just doing it that all 6, 8, 10 houses basically have open houses at the same time. You could maybe do a joint theme. I've done one before where it's been wine and cheese, or it's been mimosas and breakfast food. Figure out which way you want to do it, but it's a great way to get a mass amount of people in and eyeballs on your open house. All right, I hope this sparks some ideas on how you can get a lot of people coming to your open house. Like I said, if you want access to my full open house kit, drop a comment below and I'll give you the link. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. I can break any of these down into further videos for you. Thank you for watching. You've got this. I'll see you in the next one.